COVID leave for all MPS employees. We appreciate your thoughtfulness, generosity, and caring for the safety and wellness of MPS's students, faculty, staff, and administration. The leave have been a great relief for all of us. Because of the increased COVID-19 cases and hospitalization, this virus has contributed to the hardship of MPS employees and our families. On behalf of Montgomery County Education Support Professionals, we are asking that you please consider extending this leave. Thank you for your time and your continued consideration.
And Ms. Valerie Pitts. Ms. Pitts here? Okay. And Ms. Watts is not here. Okay. Dr. Moore?
Okay. We are now down to the consent agenda. We are going to remove item D, which deals with the minutes. We're going to remove item D. Otherwise, I recommend approval of the consent agenda.
Madam President, I move approval of the consent agenda, items A, B, and C.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor with a show of hands? Okay, that's unanimous. Dr. Moore?
Okay. Under consider for approval, A, I recommend approval of the Volker Inc. architectural firms.
Is there a motion?
Madam President, I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for approval of the Volker Incorporated architectural firm.
Is there a second?
Discussion I do have. Well, we have to do discussion first.
Oh, I thought we seconded before discussion.
No.
Usually.
No, we second after discussion.
Okay.
I'll ask and would like to just propose perhaps pulling Wilson, Blunt, and Baldwin off the table for further study and analysis and consideration, and move forward with the rest of the plan just to analyze it. And I would like to present that as a motion or a recommendation.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is pull the two. 3 schools on this, and I think that we would have a vote on that. So those in favor, okay, make the motion.
I'd like to recommend that we propose pulling 3 schools, Wilson, Blunt, and Baldwin, and having those schools tabled or those issues tabled for further study and analysis, consideration, and move forward with the rest of the project.
Before we go further, I've pulled up Robert's Rules of Order. A motion must be moved, seconded, and then stated by the chair before it can be discussed. So it wasn't seconded. So I don't know if that matters, but
It does, and I thought that
well, we've always done it that way, so I didn't know why we were changing it, but it needs to be seconded before we discuss.
Okay.
For the minute.
So do we take it off the table?
Yeah.
Do we need to take the motion off the table? Not at all. Okay. Okay. All right.
Now you can discuss.
Okay. My apologies.
That's okay.
Thank you. Keep me in order. And thank you, Jana.
what are we
So again, oh, okay, I was making sure Claire was ready. All right, she seconded already. All right, for discussion or to make up another proposal or motion, Motion.
All right, we have a motion to accept, and we have a second.
And we have a second.
Then we have a motion
Discussion.
to table 3 items and a second.
I'm amending the motion.
What we're going to do is vote on the tabling of the 3 schools first.
Okay.
So, those in favor of tabling Blunt, Wilson, and Baldwin, show with a show of hands, please. Okay? Those opposed to tabling it with a show of hands. Okay? So we're going back to the original motion to approve the Volkert architectural firms. We've had a motion and a second. All of those in favor of approval of the Volkert, please show with a show of hands. And those opposed? Okay, the motion carries.
Okay.
Dr. Moore?
Right, moving to item B, I recommend approval of the amendment number 1 to the agreement between the MCBOE and Volkert, Inc.
Is there a motion? Okay, is there a second? Okay, any discussion? Those in favor with a show of hands? Okay, that's unanimous. Dr. Moore?
I recommend approval of the personnel report, certified personnel.
Is there a motion?
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for C, personnel report, certified personnel.
Okay, any discussion? With a show of hands for approval? And that's unanimous. Dr. Moore?
I recommend approval of the personnel report, classified personnel.
Is there a motion?
I move we accept the superintendent's report for classified personnel.
Is there a second? Second, okay. Any discussion? With a show of hands for? Okay. Dr. Moore?
I recommend approval of the redistricting maps.
Madam President, I move approval of the Montgomery County Board of Education redistricting maps.
Okay, any discussion? For approval with a show of hands? And the next meeting we have will be March the 8th, 2022. Right now, it's showing us right back here at Carver High School. And with that, we are adjourned.